guys. I'm Danny Johnson, CEO at TPP, The Positive Porpoise.
I'm Jason Miller from Fins Up SoCal Fan Club.
I'm Scott Howell from Atlanta Dolphin Club.
Mark Angelo, NorCal Dolphin Club.
And you're listening to Clock Blockers, Miami fans' #1 morning show.
Run it, 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 run it.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Stephen D., and we are live. Guys, in a few hours, I'm going to be hopping on a plane, heading down to the MIA. We about to have a big weekend. We're about to have a big weekend. I'm super excited, man. I have not been this stoked in a long time. In a long time. Good morning, good morning, good morning to everybody out there in the world. Super excited to be hanging out with y'all. Want to, first of all, give a big shout out to everybody in the chat box this morning. Big Drip ENT is in the building. Christmas is Somerville. Delusional Patriots fan, what's up, DPF? What's up, my guy? Darren W, what's up? How are you? Morning, Stephen D, two a time. Time to grind, time to shine. I like it. Andrevius, as always, it's good to see you, sir. Dolphin Don, C. Dola, Trey Burton, Elder Bruce Jones, Victory Song. I like it. Chef Zhu is in the building. Who else do we have in here? Stetson O, Flipside Fishing. What's going on? Super excited to be hanging out with y'all this morning. We're going to have a good morning. Cap for Life is also in the building. Good morning, Cap for Life. Good morning, beautiful people. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, if you haven't done so already, you know what to do when you guys come into the room. Hit that like button. Hit it. Smack it. Tap it. Whatever you got to do to it, just make it happen. Also, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, please. Please hit that subscribe button. It definitely helps us out. Look, also, if you want to sign up to become a member, sign up. Sign up to become a member today. Why is that? Because, well, look, there's a lot of cool things that you get with becoming a member. You get to become part of the family. That's one. Number two, you get exclusive content. You get access to early content like Solo D's new songs. What else do you get? You get a lot of really cool stuff. We're going to be doing throughout the year members only chat here soon. We're going to be having members only question live Q&As. It's going to be good stuff. I put the link to the chat in the chat, the link to join in the chat. So if you guys want to become a member to the channel, do that. All right. Bernard Sims says, shout out to TD last night. My man got master at twerk. Look, if y'all didn't get a chance to watch on TD Fins Talk, the AFC East Roundtable, bruh, TD went off on Master at Work. Master at Work did not want to pay up on a friendly bet that they had between the two. That I think it was, hey, all you got to do is just bow down to me one time, get on your knees and bow down. That's it. And the Patriots fan didn't want to do it. He didn't want to do it. Didn't want to pay up on the bet. So TD got on him last night. And I have to admit, I have not laughed so hard in my entire life. Like, I was dying laughing. If you guys want to see a really cool thing, just go on TD Fins Talk channel. Check out AFC East Roundtable last night. It was really, really good. Yeah, definitely. Delusional Patriots fan. I don't know who that guy is, but he pushed that bet. #trash. Yeah, he did. And it was hilarious. See, look, even Patriots fans were getting on their own fan for not paying up on the bet. I like it. See, that's why DPF, you're cool over here, man. You hang out with us every morning. Keep it real. I like it. I like it. Well, look, I would love for y'all to sign up and become a member. I put it in the chat if y'all want to sign up again. Here it is one more time. Here's the link to join. Sign up. Become part of the family. Okay? Also, other thing, I want to give a big shout out to the sponsor of the show, Tail Greeter. Tail Greeter, we're going to be hanging out with them this Sunday at the tailgate. as they will be doing the Tail Greeter pregame show, hosted by yours truly from 10 a.m. to noon right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network on YouTube. Guys, it's going to be an awesome show. We're going to be live from East 32 Dolphins tailgate. We're going to have Dolph Freaky come on for a little bit. We're going to have the Mad Hatter. I just found out they're going to try to come on for a little bit. Going to have Big E, NFL Fan of the Year participant last year from Dolphins Talk. He's going to come on for a little bit. Cameron from East 32. Hopefully Jamie Bahamas, our media director, is going to come up for a little bit. I'm going to try to make that happen. Solo D's going to come hang out with us for a little bit. I mean, I got the show lined up. We're going to do live hits, a couple of live hits. We're going to check in with TD Fins Talk. We're going to check in with Dougley Do Wrong. We're going to try to check in with K Flex, and if we can make that happen, we're just going to be checking in with a lot of people. It's going to be a good time. So make sure y'all are there. It was awesome. Okay? Chef Juice says, subscribe, like, share, and become a member. Your seat is waiting for you. Join us today. I like it. I like it. On a side note, Dolphins are a pretty daggone. I'm not going to say the word because that would be a swear jar, Ryan AP. Good team on the new Madden. I haven't played the new Madden yet, but I heard it's going to be good. I heard it is good. I'll be real. I haven't played Madden in like 4 years. True story. I have 2 kids, a 5 and 7-year-old, and the only thing that we have is Nintendo Switch, and that's we play like Monopoly. That's about as far as we go. That's as far as my gaming goes. But I used to back in the day be like straight up big Madden guy, loved Madden, played NBA 2K, all that stuff. Yeah. Flipside Fizzle said, new Madden is trash, save your money. Well, I mean, look, I'm not about to spend $600 on a new thing. I ain't got that. I see the way my bank account is set up is backed up by my saving. It takes 3 business days. Yes, I had to steal that from Kevin Hart, but look, true story. So look, hey, if y'all want to hang out and donate to the channel, you guys can do that. You want to know how you guys can do that? You guys can do that through the YouTube live super chat, which is the money sign down at the bottom of the chat. You guys can also do PayPal, which is MSM Podcast Network. And you also can do Cash App. And the Cash App, which I'm also going to put the link in the chat box, is also MSM Podcast Network. But if you guys want to donate there, I'm about to put the link into the chat here. You guys can do that. It's going to be awesome. All right, just remember, anytime you guys go do that, it helps donate to the channel and helps the channel grow. We got a lot of things we're trying to do. And so even if you guys did, I don't know, a dollar, it all goes to helping the channel grow. Trey Burton says, the same game, Stephen D, from 3 or 4 years ago, copy and paste. I like it. Sell your Josh Allen cards before Sunday. I have a feeling the price may go down after he plays us. Bro, from your mouth to God's ears, you already know that I'm with you on that train. It's going to be good times seeing Josh Allen get killed, because that's what is about to go down. All right, guys. Look, today we obviously are going to do the all-time Thursday. Okay, we're going to go back and we're going to do the all-time matchup between the Bills and the Dolphins. And we obviously know that they have had some really good matchups over the years. And so we're going to go through and we're going to talk about some of them. Jim Kelly, Dan Marino. I mean, heck, even you go back to O.J. Simpson when he was with the Bills. You know, they played the Dolphins, and there were some really good matchups there too. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the last few years. It's going to be great. Darren says, any word on that autographed mini helmet? Oh, Darren, dude, check it out. We are going to make that happen. It's been crazy. So here's the reality, Darren. Let me take my thing back on so y'all can see my beautiful smiling face. There we go. It's been crazy this week. I'm still about, I don't know, 65% packed. And after the show, I got to finish packing and then go to my job, work for a few hours, and then I'm going to my job to the airport. So, yeah. It's just been a crazy week. I didn't realize the week got away from me, and that's the honest to God truth. It's been crazy. Yeah, but we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it, man. Trey Burton says, got so many bad memories with the Bills. Eric Modes used to torch us. Yeah, I mean, look, I want to talk about it. I want to talk about the all-time matchup because at the end of the day, there's history between our two franchises, right? And I want to be able to get into that because, you know, if you go back and you look at everything, there have been some what's the word I want to use? Some really great games and some games that were, I mean, they hurt. They hurt just thinking about going back and remembering a lot of that stuff between the two teams. So in the chat box, use the hashtag Dolphin Chat. I want to hear from you. What are some of your memories that you remember between the Dolphins and the Bills? Anything stand out to you? Anything stand out to you that makes you cringe or be happy? Was there a close game that maybe we have won? Do you remember the Kelly Marino years? What about the Kelly and Marino years stood out for you that you guys were like, you know what? This is really, really good. Let's kind of go ahead and break down a little bit some of the stuff between the two teams, right? So first things first. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Let me take this off here. All right. So AFL championships. The Bills in 1964 and 1965 had 2 AFL championships. This is before the merger in the NFL. Dolphins have none. Super Bowl championships. The Bills have 0. The Miami Dolphins have 2. 1972, 1973, obviously. The Bills appeared in 4 straight Super Bowls. 4 straight Super Bowls. 91, 92, 93, 94, and never won one. I still think that's like crazy. To go to 4 straight Super Bowls and not win it, I mean, look, there is a side of me that feels bad for that because I like Jim Kelly. He killed us, but I love the man. All right, I respect him, and that man, you know, he's also he's a U guy. Shout out to the U. Okay, but man, that was crazy. Dolphins have had 5 Super Bowl appearances: 71, 72, 73, 82, and 84. Guys, it's been a long time since we've been to the Super Bowl. I'm ready to go back. I don't know about y'all, but I am ready to go back. AFL Eastern Division Championships through 1960 and 1969. Dolphins had none. Bills had 64, 65, and 66. AFC East Divisional Championships from 1970 to present. The Bills have 8 as recently as this past year in 2020. But before that, 95, 93, 91, 90, 89, 88, 1980. And the Dolphins have 14 AFC East championships, divisional championships. 71, 72, 73, 74, 79, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 92, 94, 2000, 2008. I say it's time for us to win the division again. I'm just going to throw that out there. Okay. And then AFC wildcard berths. Bills have 8. Dolphins have 8. Bills 2019, 2017, 99, 98, 96, 92, 81, 74. Dolphins 78, 82, 90, 97, 98, 99, 2001, and 2016. So look, a lot of, 2 teams in a division and in the same conference and same division that, obviously have a lot of similarities, right? And so at the end of the day, it's been a lot. There have been a lot of really close games over the years. I grew up in Gates County, North Carolina, and there was a really good first-round defensive back that was drafted there. I just put the link to the StreamYard. So if you guys want to come on, tell me about your games that you remember. I want to hear from you. But his name is Thomas Smith. Thomas Smith was a cornerback for the Buffalo Bills. And I still know Thomas to this day. He actually lives down in Miami. Now I think he does. He used to live up here in Maryland. But we grew up in the same hometown together. We didn't grow up together. Totally 2 different ages. But yeah, he told me stories about him beating up on the Dolphins in those 90s team because he was drafted in 93, so he was there for the last two Super Bowls. Last two Super Bowls. And yeah, man, it's got to be so tough to go to 4 straight Super Bowls and lose it. It's tough losing 1 Super Bowl. 4 in a row? That's crazy. Elder Bruce Jones says, Steven, I love your hat. Hey, I appreciate that. You're from Gates County, Stephen D? That's crazy. I'm from the 757, about 45 minutes away. Yo, Trey, you're like the first person I've said that to that we're like, yo, I know where Gates County is because nobody knows where Gates County is. North Carolina. True story. It's Gates County, North Carolina. So yeah, middle of nowhere. Good old country boy. Country bumpkin. Basically. Yeah. Guys, I want you guys to come on. I want to hear from you. So I just put the link in the StreamYard. Come on, let's talk. Estefan's up here. Estefan, I won't mute you today. I'm still going to say Spurs suck. But I want you to come on, Estefan. Come on. Eat your donuts on air. Come on. Whatever you got to do. But I want to hear from you. And I want to hear what your thoughts are about past Bills-Dolphins matchups. Somebody said the only game I ever cried about was the AFC title game that they beat us. I think that was 93. 93, if I'm correct. So we would have won that year. I'm sure of it. There's a side that feels sympathy, but another side that's ROLFing obnoxiously. Flip side fishing, we should have won the 93 Super Bowl, but Marino got hurt. Yeah. Yep. That snow game in Buffalo when Ricky Williams ran for damn near 300 yards. Trey, swear jar. Got me. It's true, Stephen D. I was happy when we beat Buffalo in 2016 on a Jay Ajayi running on them. Yes, Jay Ajayi. Big shout out to Jay Ajayi. I met him in London a few years ago. It was awesome. Stephen Estefan says, Stephen, did you shave? Yes, I shaved and got a haircut. I had to look good when I go down to Miami, guys. What do you guys think? I look good? I look good? I'm all set. I'm all set for South Florida. I'm excited. Chef Chu said, good morning, OG Estefan. Estefan says, bro, we got our butts kicked is all I remember. Look, Jim Kelly and Dan Marino over the years had some really amazing games against each other. Let's go to the 90s a little bit. If you go back to the 90s, look, there's a lot of green. Let me stop share screen. Share screen. All right, let me see if y'all can see this. So here we go. Yeah, I mean, look, there's 1999 win, 99 2 wins, 94, 93 wins, 93 win, 4 wins, 6 wins in a row here from 87 to 1989. So look, it was very evenly matched between the two. A lot of evenly matched. All right, let me bring on Elder Bruce. What's up, Elder?
Hey, good morning, Steven. How you doing, brother?
How you doing, Bruce? Good to hear from you, man.
Same here. I got a little time to spare, but my most memorable, I would say, nightmares was the 1992 AFC Championship game. We had Buffalo down our way, and it started out promising, and then all of a sudden it just went downhill. So that's one of the million nightmares I had from that rivalry.
It's always weird that people bring up the 90s. There's a name that they bring up with the Bills that's pretty synonymous with them, and that's Thurman Thomas. And I remember the year that Thurman came and played with us, and it was so weird hearing Thurman Thomas being in a Dolphins uniform. I was always surprised by that.
Yeah, Thurman. I have nightmares of that back then with Thurman, and you had Andre Reed was killing us. You had James Lofton. They had so many weapons.
A good team. Yep, and Kelly, Jim Kelly just sat there in the pocket, and I mean, there was some classic games in there with those two, they would be shootouts. I bet you if I clicked on one of these games from the 90s here, let's click on, here we go, 35-31, 1991. Let's see here. Dan Marino, 28, 17 of 28, 267 yards and 3 touchdowns. Jim Kelly, 29 of 39 for 381 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception. They were putting up those numbers back then when that was still a run first NFL.
Right.
You didn't see quarterbacks do what Marino and Kelly did. So
No.
when Marino and Kelly matched up against each other, you knew it was going to be a shootout.
And especially the Monday Night Football. Man, there were some classics.
Now, this is September 1st, 1991 in Orchard Park. Week 1, 35-31. Bills beat the Dolphins. That's crazy. And Mark Higgs was our running back that day.
There was one time where we remember Lewis Oliver?
Yes, I do.
When he intercepted Kelly, ran all the way back. Now that game was awesome right there.
I mean, look, there was some amazing games.
I remember.
You broke up a little bit there, Bruce. You there?
Yeah, I think I'm passing it. But anyway, still, I'm getting ready to get off, man. Enjoying your show.
Hey, man, you're the man. Hey, shout out to that shirt you're wearing. I see that TD Fence Talk shirt. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Be good, man.
Up,
Thank you for supporting the show. We'll see you next time. Get up here again, man. All right. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I want to hear from you guys. So look, I put the link in the chat room or in the chat box for you guys to come on. Yeah. Travel Adventures with Eric B. What's up, man? How are you? Haven't heard from you in a while. Marino versus Kelly were always wild games. No excuses, mate. War Dolphins. Miami Football Talk. The fact that I'm not getting notified when you go live is really kicking my butt. Hey, YouTube, they're crazy. All you got to do is hit the notification tabs and hit all. But I know that doesn't always work, even because TD tells me all the time that that YouTube always doesn't notify his people when he goes on either. Stephen D, can you mod NSC Travel Adventures with Eric BP? Thank you. Yes. See, look at you. Look at you. All right. All right. Travel Adventures with Eric B is now a moderator. And let me go to Ennis. Where's Ennis at? Ennis, drop something in the chat box so I can do that, because I'm not seeing you right away there. Yeah, man. So, hey, yes. Yeah, all right, here we go. Here we go. The man, the myth, the legend himself. What's up, Estefan?
What's going on, Steven? Good morning.
Oh, so I only get a day. I only get a day as your profile picture?
What happened?
I get 1 day as your profile picture. I'm not good enough for a week.
Hey, Steven, let me drop out and come back, man. I got bad reception.
Okay. Hit that like button and the notifications are more likely to be sent out. See, I like what Andravia said. He's also on at the same time every morning. Andrevius. Okay, let me all right, Andrevius now is a moderator. What's up, Estefan?
Hey, man, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. I could hear you perfectly fine.
Okay. Yeah, because when you were coming through on mine, it was like, you were breaking up. I didn't even hear what you said, man.
I just wanted to know why I only got 1 day as your profile picture.
You're still on there, aren't you?
No, you put a guy named TD Fence Talk up there.
Oh, man. Oh, that one's on there? I didn't know it switched over. Yeah,
that's
bro.
Okay. I mean, I'm only
That's
heard.
black.
I'm only heard a little bit.
You'll be back, bro. You'll be back. Hey, man. Maybe it's blackmail for TD, bro.
Hey, well, look,
That's
that was
that's
crazy
two
last
of-
night. Did you watch TD's? Did you watch the channel?
Yeah, man. That little biatch.
I swear,
Master
Jar.
at Torques. Hey, it wasn't the full word. It was BIOTCH. That's my own word. That ain't the cuss word, bro.
Andrevia says because TD was legendary yesterday. He was. He really
So
was.
it was, bro.
He really was. That was such a great show.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't remember. I don't.
Watching. It was such a good show.
Yeah, man. I like the little the group of guys that he has over there, man. Even Master at Work, he's funny, bro. Dan Mitchell and what's the other guy's name? The Jets guy, Richie. Yeah, Richie's his name. Yeah, they got a good little crew.
Big shout out to
AFC
AFC East Roundtable. Those guys do it big.
Yeah, man. They should allow like more people, to come on, opposition, and let everybody talk, smack to each other. I was about to drop a cuss word.
Yeah, I know. I was about to get paid.
Caught myself.
I was about to get paid, Estefan.
Yeah, I know, right? I done slipped it twice, bro. Slipped right by, man. You said you were talking about moments.
Let me ask you. Bills, Dolphins from the past moments. What sticks out for you? Anything?
Oh, the guy that made me a Dolphins fan, bro, Brian Cox.
Brian
93
Cox.
when he walked in and flipped him off.
Yep.
Yeah, bro. I wouldn't even be a Dolphin fan if it wasn't for that guy, bro. That's why I'm so I've always been a fan of, that second layer of whatever side of the ball it's on, whether it's linebackers or running backs, bro. That's why I'm so pissed off about McKinney, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, it's what it is, bro. I like linebackers with size, attitude, knock you out, bring the hammer, bro. You know what I mean? Those are my kind of guys. So
the best story I ever heard was from Richmond Webb about the Brian Cox ordeal, and that he said that he was behind Brian Cox in the tunnel going out to that, when he flipped everybody off. Like, that's like the fact that he still remembers that is that big.
Bro, he did an interview, and they asked him if he took any of it back, and he was like, "No, like when I die, it's still gonna be the same way, bro." You know what I mean? So you gotta love that, man. Even though, my only thing with Brian Cox that kind of is kind of stung, but it's all good, man. I think he favored Parcells over Shula.
Is his son Jabril?
Is his son Jabril Cox? Oh, yeah. Shoot. I like Jabril Cox. I didn't even know that if that's his son, man. Jabril Cox is dope, bro. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm looking right now to see if he is. Somebody in the chat box confirm that for me or deny that for me. I would love to know if Jabril Cox is part of Brian. What's funny about Brian Cox's son is that
his son was playing, but he was who did he play for, man? I followed it. I know his son.
Mike Sensabaugh said he played for the Bills last year.
Yeah, Brian Cox's son.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked him up. Yeah. I don't think it's Jabril Cox, bro.
B Cox, or C Dola says B Cox throwback. I need that would be an awesome throwback jersey,
bro. It's
Brian
just
Cox
like his whole
would be so awesome,
bro. He was like the villain, bro, and his, everybody talks about Ricky's, his presence, bro, the look that he had, the dreads, the visor, bro. You know what I mean? Just what he brought, the intimidation factor. What I loved about Brian Cox was of course the size, but he had the big old neck pad from back in the day, bro. And then he'd always have the nose strip. You know what I mean? The big long face mask. I miss that look from linebacker. Yep. Well, there's still some that that have that look, but I kind of miss that. The big neck rolls and
it's funny because Fitzpatrick was in Buffalo, right? Who else was in Buffalo as a quarterback? Doug Flutie, Doug Johnson. right?
Flutie was the man, bro.
Flutie Flakes. I'm trying to think other quarterbacks that played in Buffalo that I remember us playing against. Tyrod Taylor for a while. We could not contain Tyrod when he was there in Buffalo.
Bro, didn't what's his name? Drew Bledsoe play for them?
Drew
I believe he was a
think,
Bill,
played for
wasn't he?
them. Yep. I think he did. Bledsoe played for them for a little bit. There was some really, Rob Johnson, J.P. Lossman, Trey Burton said. Yes. J.P. Loosman. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, there was some crazy Trent Edwards. Yeah. Yeah, there was some
I
obscure
know.
quarterbacks.
I mean, damn, dude. If it wasn't for the Bills, though, I don't think I'd be a Dolphin fan. I remember that game when they played the Oilers. I'm from Texas, man. I mean, I just, for whatever reason, I didn't like the Cowboys because it was like imposed on you that you needed to be a Cowboy fan, when you're young, and it was like, ugh. But
EJ
man,
Manuel.
there was a playoff game they had, bro, where the Oilers had them, bro. I think they were up by like 5 touchdowns, man. And the freaking Bills came back and won, and I believe it was the AFC. I believe it was for the AFC Championship, man. And the Bills ended up going on to play the Cowboys, bro.
Here's a reality. That 90s
Warren Moon and them.
That 90s Bills team, they were like, you can't argue how great they were. You can't. They went to 4 straight Super Bowls. Like,
yeah,
they didn't win it, but that's still nothing to push over. They dominated. Like, even the Patriots didn't go to 4 straight Super Bowls.
Bro, I hated Thurman Thomas, bro. Hated Thurman Thomas. Bruce Smith.
Tyler Thigpen. Bruce
Killing.
Smith. Oh, my God. Bruce Smith. Bruce Smith.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that game was crazy, bro. I was looking forward to Warren Moon and them doing something back then. But it's what it is, man.
What's up, fam? D-Dub says November 25th, 2001. Let's go to that game. November 25th, 2001. The Dolphins won 34-27. Okay. And Jay Fielder was our quarterback then. Here, let me bring this up. Here we go. Jay Fielder was our quarterback then. 18 for 31, 260 yards and 3 touchdowns. Even Ray Lucas got a snap in. I'm gonna bring in. What's up, D-Dub? 18 for 31, 260 yards and 3 touchdowns. D-Dub. Even Ray Lucas got a snap. D-Dub, I hear the feedback coming through the channel.
I thought I was tripping.
I know, right? I thought we were all over yesterday again. D-Dub, you there? D-Dub, I hear the feedback coming through the channel.
I thought I was.
Yep, I still hear D-Dub when I go through. D-Dub, go out and come back in. Let's see here. Alex Van Pelt was the quarter. Alex Van Pelt. Wow, that's a name.
Hello, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. What's up, my guy? Can you hear me?
Hello,
D-Dub. Hello, Dwayne.
hello.
Dwayne.
We can hear you, Dwayne. Get your laundry out of the phone.
Dwayne. All right, Dwayne. I'm not Dwayne. Go out all the way and come back in, Dwayne. Go out all the way and come back in. All right, let's see here. Who did he say? He said Chris Chambers. 101 yards on 5 receptions and 2 touchdowns. Yeah, he had a big game. And Aronde Gaskin had 8 receptions for 116 yards that game. Aronde Gaskin was the man. I loved Aronde Gaskin. James, who else? Who else was up here? Travis Henry was the running back for Buffalo. Dwayne, you there?
Can you hear me now?
I can. Can you hear us?
Still can't hear me.
I can hear you fine. I don't know what's going on with you today, Dwayne. What's going on? Dwayne can't hear us at all, Estefan. Let's see here. Travis Minor, Lamar Smith, Jay Fielder, and Ray Lucas all had carries. Lamar Smith, 17 attempts for 37 yards. Hell, we couldn't run the ball back then either. That's insane. That's an insane game. All right, let me see if I can try to bring on Dwayne one more time. O.J. McDuffie was nice too. Well, of course O.J. McDuffie was nice. O.J. McDuffie's the man. Love me some O.J. McDuffie. Shout out to those guys over there. Larry Zonka was flagged for unnecessary roughness running the ball against the Buffalo Bills. He knocked out the safety John Pitts with a forearm shot that was like that was more like a right cross.
Hello.
Hey, you there? You there, Dwayne?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? All right. Yep. See? All right. All right. Go out and come back in. Hey, Estefan, you there? If you guys want to come on, you guys want to join the channel, I would love to have more people on the panel. Tell me your stories from back in the day. Any games that stand out to you. Any players that stuck out to you, whether it's for the Bills or the Dolphins playing against each other. Randy McMichael's still one of my favorite tight ends from our squad. I loved Randy McMichael. Absolutely loved Randy McMichael. He was the man. OJ is OG. OJ's a killer. That's a bad joke. I'm sorry. Shouldn't have done it. Let's see here. Who else? Thaddeus Duke from Duke. Thaddeus Dude from Duke. Who else? Barry White. Yeah. Old Butt T.O. was killing us on the Bills. Terrell Owens was on the Bills. Oh, man, you making me really – I totally forgot that T.O. was on the Bills. He really was. What's up, Dwayne? Dwayne stuff's messing up today. See? Can't even do it. Estefan, you there?
Yeah, bro, I'm here. I'm in a bad spot.
No, it's all good. I'm just trying to bring on people here. Dolphin Don. What's up, Dolphin Don?
Hey, what's good, everybody?
Your stuff works fine. It must be Dwayne's stuff.
I guess. I don't know, man. Hey, I want to say something, though, man. Hey, be safe on this trip you got coming up, brother.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
And I think I got a solution to this conundrum with TD and a master at work, man.
Okay.
So the man, his pride won't let him go ahead and bow, which he should be doing. But hey, throwing that out there, a nice little way we can solve this is he can sing the Miami Dolphins fight song on TD's channel.
Nah, he ain't getting out of that bet, bro. Now you don't rework bets, bro. You made the bet. You laid your bet. Now you gotta follow through, bro.
True, but I would rather him sing the fight song, Miami Dolphins. You keep hearing him sing it, Miami Dolphins #1.
I'd rather him get on his knees like a little biatch.
That's Finn swear jar.
That's not a swear word.
That is a swear word.
No, Snoop Dogg sang that. Biatch.
So, all right, I got you. I hear you. Let's see here. His pride should have not let him make that bet.
That's true, Andrevius. That's true. Don't make a bet you can't keep up with.
You know what I was really kind of upset with, that the Jets fan and the Bills fan, I'm sorry, I don't know their names like that.
Dan's the Bills fan.
Man, the bet was his idea.
Yeah, he thought it was a sucker bet.
And then didn't follow through with it.
Mm-hmm.
Trey Burton says, master at twerk. What was the bet? The bet was that on the AFC East roundtable that Master at Work, who's the Patriots fan on that channel or on that show, if the Patriots lost, he would have to bow down do one bow down, right, and say that two is his daddy, something like that.
Ooh.
Praise the Dolphins. Praise. Yeah, he was supposed to praise Tua and the Dolphins.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you had to do. And he did. He said, "I'm not going to do it." And then, if you watch the show, you will see that TD proceeded to bust that butt like he got on him, like he was yelling at him. It was good. It was all love. It was all like he even went on afterwards. It's like, yo, don't hate Master at work. I'm still cool. You know, it's all love. And but look, man, that man did not honor that bet. I will give you that. Like, don't make a bet if you can't pay it. That's why I don't bet no more. All right, Dolphin Don, let me ask you, man, any Bills games stick out for you in your head in the past?
Yeah, well, no, not really. Just that Larry Zonka one. That's probably when I became a fan. I was just a little boy, you know. I was actually more of a Jets fan, thinking Joe Namath, right? But I saw that, I was like, yeah.
You know what's funny though? It's funny because the Bills, I felt have had more named people over the years, but because Kelly and Marino were friends, I don't feel that the Bills and Dolphins ever truly hated each other. I think we don't want them to win, but there's always this level of respect between the two fan bases. The Jets we hate because they've always been straight disrespectful. And up until 20 years ago, who cared about what the Patriots did? And now the Patriots all of a sudden are losing, and it's like they're free falling in this, you know, this abyss. They're like, I don't want to go back to 20 years ago. No. I'm just saying. So it's look at Dolphin Don. That's the fit. He paid your swear jar.
Oh man, you got to do that, homie.
Hey, I got us all three, bro. I got us all three.
I didn't even hear you say anything.
Well, I mean, all I did was Snoop Dogg.
Bro, I gotta call out Dan and Richie though, bro. I like the AFC East round table, but these dudes kiss Master at Work's ass too much, bro. Because
that was what I was saying. They didn't back up TD on that. They should.
Oh, they never do. They never do. But see, this is why the reason I'm saying this is because Dan knows the bet that TD and him had last year and why TD delayed his end of the bet in wearing the shirt, because he had to wait for a shirt or a jersey to come in. You know what I mean? And so what he did was he wore it the day of the game. You know what I mean? The last game of the season when we got blown out.
Yeah.
56 to whatever, who knows what we scored, it doesn't matter. So that's all. I mean, nothing. It's not personal. This is all fun, bro. This is all fun for us. You know, nothing personal, but you know, I got to call it how I see it, man. And they are a little bit of ass kissers, if you ask me.
Andravia said, if TD lost the bet, I would be so disappointed in him if he didn't own up and honor it. Dude, it was so funny because TD was like, "Is this y'all's leader? Is this whose man's is this?" By the way, I didn't know what that was. Whose man's is this? There's this dude, I guess, on TikTok who does that. I started watching him last night, and I went down the rabbit hole of what is TikTok with him. Bro, I was dying laughing for like 20 minutes, for like 30 minutes, just straight laughing at this guy. Trey Burton says, I don't get how Master at Twerk can bring up someone else's bet. Oh, yo, I think he did, right? He said, he brought up last year's bet. He said, I paid up on last year's bet. That was last year's. That wasn't this year. At least that's what I remember hearing. Thad Lewis beat the Dolphins twice in 2014. I was so pissed. Thad Lewis won all of 2 games, and they were both against the Dolphins. I know it was more than that, but that's how I feel about Thad Lewis. He was not a good NFL starter, but, man, he could play the Dolphins. If he could play the Dolphins 16 games, he would have done it.
He's like that Jets quarterback, man.
Oh, my God. Well, which one?
Yeah.
Sanchez?
No.
Sanchez owned us for a while.
Yeah, it's the cat after him. Came from the 305. What's his name? I can't think of his name.
Pennington, bro. Damn, man.
Him too. Him too.
Yep. I think TD and the others should get another Pat's YouTuber and kick Master Jerk because that dude always negative. Andravia says it's pronounced Bruton. D1. What's up, D1? D1, come up here, hang out with us. I'm putting the link to the chat in here. D-Dub tried to come on. D-Dub says Trace Armstrong sacking Flutie Flakes to secure a playoff win. I think I remember that game.
Yeah.
I think I remember that. That was a good game.
I blocked all them Buffalo games out of my memory, man, because there's always something going on.
Those early 90 games were tough.
Yeah.
Tough. They owned us, bro.
Yeah.
They owned us. And I don't think it was for any other reason than Marino was hurt a lot. And we would get into these shootouts and offenses were very similar, but their defense by and far was better defense.
And they had a hell of a better running game because
I mean, Thurman Thomas was great. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they would get the lead and then they could run it. They could run it and run us down.
And
keep Dan Marino off the field. Yeah.
It was funny because I would go through some of these games on this stat and you would see Jim Kelly throw for 30 times.
Yep.
40 times. But you'd also see Thurman Thomas run for 25 to 30 times too. So that means that their offense had the ball for 50 to 60 plays a game. And back in the early 90s, to me, that was a lot. That's a lot. Would you agree with that?
Definitely.
Yeah.
100%. Josh Allen threw the ball for 51 times versus the Steelers, man. That's a glaring weakness in their running game. We should be capitalizing.
D-Dub, you there?
Can you hear me?
D-Dub!
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, but I have feedback. So you need to turn your speaker down or something.
I turned the speakers down. Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
It's a little better.
Hear me.
Okay. I'm going to get out and fine tune this. I'm working on a new mic. Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
Dwayne, you fix that and you come on. I want that fixed before the end of this show. You got it? Marino's Ghost says, I'm from LA. The only reason I ever got to see the Fins games my whole life was Marino got us at least three primetime games a year and some playoff games. So living up here in Baltimore, the Colts left the Baltimore in 83, right? Somebody confirm it was the 80s, early 80s, right? They left the Baltimore.
Can't remember when that happened. Yeah,
I think it was the early 80s.
Right.
Yeah. So they would say from the time that the Colts left to when the Ravens came, they would get whatever the national game was here in Baltimore. And they and supposedly there's a huge number of Dolphin fans in this area because they would play Dan Marino games in this area. And so from what I hear from a lot of people is, oh yeah, I'm a big Dolphin. People that live outside of Miami, I'm a big Dolphins fan because they always played on TV. So the Dolphins for a very long time, especially during the Marino years, they were like the go-to team for the NFL to play on national TV besides the Cowboys. Cowboys always have been big, but I always thought that was interesting. Always. All right, let's see here. Let's try to bring Dwayne back. Dwayne, you there?
Is there an echo now?
There is no echo, Dwayne.
Fantabulous.
Hey, we did it. Yay.
Perfect.
Fantabulous.
Fantabulous. I like that word, Dwayne. Dwayne, sir, welcome to the show, number one.
Thank
number two, bro, tell me about some of these Bills games back in the day.
Oh man. I remember, like I put in the chat 2 games that the Dolphins won that were memorable.
Yeah, the 2001 one.
2001 Chris Chambers game and the Trace Armstrong game.
And by the way, I have that pulled up right now. So Chris Chambers, 5 receptions for 101 yards and 2 touchdowns. But Oronde Gaskin in that same game had 8 receptions for 116 yards.
The game that I'm talking about
This
is
is November 25th, 2001.
Well, then I must have put the wrong date in, because there was a game where Chris Chambers scored 3 touchdowns and had over 200 yards against Buffalo to lead them to come back from a 20-0 deficit, 21-0 deficit, basically. And the Dolphins won the game 22-21. So check that.
22-21. All right.
Yep.
While you're talking, let me see
Yep.
if I can find it.
Now, I see Esteban left. You know, I wanted to say for today we're gonna have peace, but he just left. So
He didn't want that smoke. That's all that was.
no, I wasn't bringing no smoke today. I was just bringing peace. We're talking about Buffalo. It's about trying to come together. Now we got to be family, come together with one fist to fight the enemy.
Yo, this game is gonna be crazy.
Facts.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. But I guess you'll get into that Friday. But to go back into the memory banks, you know, I became a Dolphin fan when the Dolphins had won basically every game. During that time, they won every game against Buffalo, 20-0, 21-0. So the first time I saw the Dolphins lose to Buffalo, I was like, my TV must be broken. It must be
That's the
cheating.
truth. That's the truth.
NFL, because it was 10 years of just straight up beating Buffalo.
Every year.
Every year. So when it came down to this Jim Kelly, Andre, I'm losing my memory.
Andre Reed,
and Bruce Smith and
John Beebe,
Darryl Talley, and Thurman Thomas.
Did you say Darryl Talley? That's a name, boy.
Yeah. No, that to me, that was the glue of that defense that they had, Darryl Talley. He used to always be a stick in a crow for the Dolphins. And he was a tough guy to battle. He was
D-Dub. Stop it, man. I had all that successfully blocked out of my memory, man.
I know, but you know, you gotta I gotta give props where it was during that time. And sometimes the Dolphins would go up, and it would be frustrating. They would go up to Buffalo, win in Buffalo, and then come back down to Miami and lose.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the most frustrating thing.
It's weird. I want to say I remember a game against, as a kid. So this is all I can remember. Maybe you guys know it better than me. But as a kid, I remember like it snowing in Orchard Park. And I want to say we won the game. I don't know if we won or lost. But I remember it was tight. Like it was a tight game. I want to say it came down to a field goal or something like that. And Buffalo just like they had like it was a crazy game. It had to have been in the late 90s, where it was snowing in Orchard Park and Thurman Thomas was killing us in the snow. I can't remember that. I gotta go back and try to find that. There's just a lot of, and for me, like with Jets games, I can remember Jets games like to the T. I specifically know the Monday Midnight Miracle. I know like a lot of these
at
games,
that game.
Right? Were you?
Yes, I was at that game.
We'll have to talk about that when we play the Jets and we do Throwback Thursday with the Jets. Come on for Throwback Thursday against the Jets and say that one. We'll save that story for another day. But like with Buffalo, I just remember images. I remember players killing us. I don't remember specific games. I know Thurman Thomas had our number. I know that Bruce Smith sacked the hell out of Dan Marino.
Oh, okay. I got some stats on that game, that Chris Chambers game. So let me just.
What day was it?
It was in December of 2005. I put the wrong date in there. Okay. And Chris Chambers caught 15 passes. Now here's the even crazier thing. Everybody talking about Darren Waller being targeted 19 times.
Yeah.
Chris Chambers was targeted 26 times.
Dang.
posted 238 yards receiving and a touchdown.
15 receptions, 238 yards, and a touchdown. That's insane.
Yep. So when you think about feeding the needy or being greedy, that day, Chris Chambers was fed very well. He was fed very well that day. But and that game just sticks out to me because I had Buffalo fans. At that time, we didn't have text messaging and cell phones, but I had Buffalo fans calling my house, ragging on me during the game. And then for them to come back and win that game, it was 24-23. They won that game.
You know who our quarterbacks were that day?
Who was
Sage Rosenfels was 22 for 37 for 272 yards and 2 touchdowns and interceptions. Gus Frerotte was 12 for 28 for 115 yards with no touchdowns and no interceptions. I'm assuming Gus Frerotte started and they put in Sage Rosenfels and Sage came out with the win, right? That's what I assume happened.
Yes.
Gus Frerotte was sacked 3 times, Sage Rosenfels none.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, and
I assume that Gus Frerotte just wasn't Gus Frerotte, boy. That's a name too. Yeah. That is a name.
I tell you one more thing that sticks out in my mind. The year that the Bills went to their 4th Super Bowl, right? That year, I believe the Dolphins had beaten them twice and had the AFC Championship game in Miami. And they lost the damn game.
What year is this?
I think it was the 93, 94 season, one of those 2 years. But it was the year that the Dolphins played the Bills in Miami for the AFC Conference Championship game, and they lost that game. And I mean, it was Marino was there. It was a ugly game.
January. No, that's AFC Divisional, 1990.
And D-Dub, that was just like when we beat the Chicago Bears that one year, and New England came down to Miami for the AFC Championship game, and we lost.
Yep.
1992 AFC Championship game. Buffalo Bills 92. At Miami.
Yep.
Buffalo won 29-10.
Yep.
Jim Kelly 17 for 24, 177 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions. Dan Marino 22 for 45, 268 yards, 2 interceptions, and a touchdown.
Yeah. I mean, it was an ugly game.
This looks like an ugly game. Both quarterbacks sucked in this game.
And
I mean, Marino threw 268, but he also threw 2 interceptions. Yeah. Kelly only threw a $177 and threw 2 interceptions. Marino's quarterback rating was 56.5. Kelly's quarterback rating was 71.
Yeah. And just go to show you, even though you can have home,
you can have the GOATs.
You still have to play the game, and
you play the game to win.
Your GOATs have to play at least better than average to win.
What is it? You play the game to win. What is it?
What is the famous? Win the game.
You play to win the game.
Herm Edwards, baby.
Yeah.
Play to win the game. Playoffs. We're talking about playoffs.
That's
you're trying to win a game.
Jim Mora.
Jim Mora, New Orleans. Yeah,
Jim Mora. But
we had him. We had him, and we let him off the hook.
Yeah, Dennis Green.
Want to crown him? Go ahead and crown him.
You want to crown him? Then crown their ass.
Yeah.
Swear jar.
Yeah. But
I got you.
I appreciate everybody in the comment section saying about how much of a Pee Wee Herman voice I have. Thank you very much.
And no, it's not Pee Wee. It's hey. This is your inner voice speaking. You want that Wendy's Baconator sandwich? Then come on. Remember that whole Wendy's commercial with that deep voice? That's who you sound like, son.
So thank you, everybody. I'm seeing that in the comment section. But getting back to the football, the biggest thing that I see about this rivalry is that you have to have the skilled players and heart to win this series. And a lot of times, whoever had the better skill players won this series. So when you think about going back in time,
D-Dub, let me interrupt for 1 second. Can you say this line for me? Arby's, we have the meat.
Arby's, we have the meats.
Yes. Oh yes. Y'all need to donate for that one because that's a good one right there. Oh man. Oh, that was great. So, I'm gonna have to take that out and then post that up on Twitter later. Just that section, and then tag Arby's in it. Love it. No, I agree with you. I agree. Like to me, it's funny, right? Like the Colts used to be in our division.
Yes, I do remember that as well. And I have some heartbreaks about the Colts as well.
Burt Jones.
Jones. Fred Silver, the referee that took the playoffs away from us.
Lydell Mitchell.
God. That's sad when you can remember the referee's name.
Man. And
seriously, bro. Like, that's when you know, like, okay, it was a job. If you know who the referee was that jobbed you, there's a problem.
Yep. And it's too bad that the Colts are no longer in the division because there was a lot of historical games with them, and going all the way back to beating Mike Curtis 21-0 in the AFC Championship game to get to the Dolphins' first Super Bowl. Mike Curtis was like Brian Cox and probably Mean Joe Green, but in linebacker form back then. Mike Curtis was a mean son of a mama. I'm not going to put anything in this swear jar, but he was a mean son of a mama.
Yeah, he had a wallet that said BMF on it.
You know. So, but let's...
Big Drip ENT says Takeo Spikes. Yeah, he was another one in the Buffalo series that killed us, man. Oh, my God, he killed us. I remember Takeo Spikes, like, I want to say sacked our quarterback like 4 times in a game or something like that, 3 times in a game. And, like, we just could not stop him. He was everywhere. He was so good. The Lamar Smith playoff game, that was blacked out locally.
Oh, man.
What?
I'm sorry.
Are you serious?
I got to see it. I was in New York, so I got to see that game. I remember that game. You know,
nah, D-Dub is Tone Loc all day. Say funky old Medina.
I don't have the raspiness that Tone Loc has. That's the difference. Tone Loc got that raspy bass.
My favorite thing Tone Loc ever did is still Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. He killed it in that. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, he was funny.
Hey, look, Ace. Ace, you're gonna get me in trouble with Einhorn. If Einhorn comes here and sees you, it's gonna be my ass.
I just remember Ace when he was talking with his butthole. That was funny. That was funny.
Hello, Captain Scooby.
Yeah.
Permission to come aboard.
Man.
Oh man, bro, dude, I can, like, every line of that movie is just he goes here. New England clam chowder. Is that the red or the white? I can never remember that. The white.
Jim Carrey was trend setting in that movie.
Oh my God. And put the Dolphins on the map, right? Like,
you know,
and Marino too.
Oh, wait a minute. You just mentioned something. And previously we were talking about fan base on another show and the perceptions.
Yeah.
So on the heels of that, I talked to a couple of fans that I had never met before, just asked them questions. What do you remember associate with the Dolphins? And you know that one of those fans said, all I know about the Dolphins is Ace Ventura.
Wow.
I'm like,
bro.
So this is why the Dolphins have a tough road to hoe with respect to getting national respect.
I get it.
people associate the Dolphins with Ace Ventura.
Yo, so the joke was with me again. I grew up in North Carolina. There was no Panthers team when I was there as a kid, right? And so the thing for me was they're like, oh, the running joke was I only know 3 Dolphins: Dan Marino, Echo, and Flipper. Like that was the joke. Or it was Dan Marino, Echo, and me.
And Ray Finkel. Shout out to Trey Burton. Jay Bruton.
Ray Finkel. Hey, anybody who has a Ray Finkel jersey, shout outs to you. A number 5 Ray Finkel's jersey.
And Sean Dixon, I do remember Bernie Palmerly. He was part of that great 56-14 victory over the Jets. Yes, I remember Bernie Palmerly.
Yeah.
Bernie Palmerly. Yes.
Big Drip ENT says Dolphins game blacked out locally this week, people.
What?
CBS showing New England and Jets. South Florida makes plans now. Game is blacked out locally. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Wow, that's wild. But Dolphins. That's why they want y'all to go to the games down there so that it doesn't get blacked out. But that's kind of shiesty. That's shiesty.
That's a tall order right now in this day and time, though. You know.
Yeah, I know.
Go make me go ahead and get a fire stick.
Hey, that is what I have. So that is how I watch.
I'm trying to confirm. Like, I need. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get that.
Buffalo Bills game. Oh no. I don't know. Okay, I don't see. There's nothing that says it on Twitter. Twitter didn't say it. It must not be true.
Hey, I'm still waiting on the All 22 to come out so I can do some film analysis. I know some people may have it, but on my package it hasn't showed up yet, and I am still perturbed over that fact.
Yeah, it's on Fox. Is it on Fox? I think it's on Fox. I need somebody to confirm that for me. That's crazy. Somebody confirm or yeah. Let's see here. Rashad. What's up, Rashad?
Morning.
What's up, Shad?
How are you, man?
Hey, real quick, I gotta do something real quick. I'm not getting off, but I'm just gonna mute myself.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
Rashad, any Dolphins Bills games that stand out for you?
Dolphins Bills that I can remember. Well, sadly, well, actually, I don't remember the outcome. I played my 9th grade year. I played versus Marshawn Lynch versus his senior year. He was a beast. So it was pretty big. I remember rooting against him so hard. Like
beast mode was in Buffalo. A lot of people don't remember that. But
that's where you got to start. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, I don't remember the outcome or anything. I just remember I wanted him to lose so bad. It was like I can't have him the way he beat us. It was like I can't have him beat my favorite team too. I don't even remember if we won or lost.
Oh, yo, it's crazy here. Hey, I'm not seeing anything about the game being blacked out at all. So I don't know if that's true just yet. And it's not on Twitter at all. I looked up blacked out Dolphins. I looked up Dolphins Bills. I looked up Fox Dolphins Bills blacked out. Nothing. So, hey, don't be scared of us, okay? Especially local people. I don't need that for them. Yeah, man, it's funny because Rashad and I are from just a little bit of a different era than Dolphin Don and D-Dub, just only a couple years, just a couple. But it's funny that we remember some similar things, but a lot of different things because, like, again, those teams in the 90s, early 90s, I was a kid, man. I was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years old. I don't remember those games like that. But I do remember, like I said, I remember Thurman Thomas killing us. I remember Jim Kelly and Dan Marino always, like, I never hated the Bills. my hate never got to them because like I always saw Jim Kelly and Dan Marino as friends. So I was like, well, if Dan Marino respects him, I got to respect him too. But I always hated the Jets and the Patriots with a passion. But I never hated the Bills. I always respected the Bills. Todd, what's up, Todd?
What's going on?
Todd.
Now, Todd, you're a little bit older, just by a couple of years.
Yeah, my birthday's on the 19th, the same day as the game.
Oh, snap. Happy birthday, Todd.
Happy birthday, dude.
Yeah, I'm turning 47, so yeah, just a little bit older.
All right. So donations of $47 for Todd to me for his birthday. No? Okay. All right, never mind. Todd, tell me about some Dolphins-Bills games that you remember.
Dude, that was the first game I ever went to with my uncle. Like I said the other day, that was just his team because he was from Buffalo, and I was a Miami fan. And it's just a lot of memories going way back. A lot.
Any players that stick out for you besides like the big ones? Was there, whether from the Dolphins or the Bills that like,
I loved when Buffalo took Shane Conlon. I hated that linebacker in college at Penn State because he killed the Hurricanes. But there's players like that. You get the little players, yes, but mainly it was Thurman Thomas. I couldn't stand. Even when he came here, I was like, why did we take him?
That was always weird to me. It was like, how some play like, see the Jason Taylor Jets here. I just black out. It never happened as far as I'm concerned. Okay. I gotta feel that Bills fans feel the same way about Thurman Thomas in a Dolphins uniform for you.
Yeah, that was why were we going to take him at the end of his career? I would have much rather had him in his prime, but nah, I didn't like that.
Yeah, and that's all we got out of him too. Not much,
Yeah,
he was there to get a check.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and speaking of another, running back that played for both teams, Frank Gore. Frank Gore played for both.
Yeah, but at least he was with us first.
Well, he played well for us too. So you can't.
Look, here's a reality: Frank Gore should still be in the league.
I'm telling you. Hey, you had Andre Reed, or that guy BB. It's just.
Oh yeah, BB. What's his name?
Donald
D-Dub, help me.
Donald Beebe.
Donald. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know why that name sticks out for me.
He was a very good special teams guy for Buffalo.
Yep, and he was a speed receiver. He could run.
Don Beebe, yep. And Steve Tasker was another one that was.
Steve Tasker. Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah.
I enjoy him doing games, by the way.
I'll be honest with you. I was a Giants fan when they beat Buffalo in the Super Bowl, and Dallas too. I did not want to see them win the game.
Those were the times when I was rooting for the NFC to win the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Usually I'm an AFC guy. Especially when the Cowgirls are in there. But
the Cowgirls, I like it.
Yeah, but those times I just watched the games when it was Buffalo and the Cowgirls. I just watched the game. I didn't even root for anybody. I was like, oh.
I rooted for Dallas just because I hated Buffalo that much.
They're neck and neck. There's a group of 5, I call them, that are in my despised group, and that's the Patriots, the Cowgirls, the Steelers, the Bills, and the Jets. But the Raiders have been so bad. I used to put them in there, but
not even worth it, right?
Not worth it now.
What's up, Vinsanity? Vinsanity says, so Big Drip was right. Yeah, never blacked out at the actual stadium. Groupon might be lit for the low.
hey, not to change subject, but did you all see what happened at the Washington game?
What are you talking about, with Fitz or something?
No, in the crowd.
Oh, the fight.
The
fight was wild, bro.
Sewage.
A sewage pipe broke and dumped on the fans.
Oh, yes, I did see that. But there was a fight there, too. That fight was wild. Yeah, dude. Wow, really? Yeah. I think if I remember seeing the video, they were just sitting there and the pipe busted up and it was sewage, right? It was.
Raw sewage.
I would demand my money back and put a lawsuit on them for exposing me.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, so we remember the Dolphins opened up the season there 4 years ago, right? FedEx.
Yeah.
Can't remember.
And Jarvis Landry had a big game. We won. And so we had the DC shutdown, I think is what we called it.
All right, guys. I got to go to work. I will talk to you all later.
Todd.
All right, Todd.
Talk to you tomorrow, bro. I'll talk to you tomorrow live from Miami tomorrow, Todd.
I'll be on tomorrow.
All right, sounds good, Todd. I'll talk to you.
All right, bye.
Yeah, so I remember that game, and that stadium looks like a Lego block. Like, it looks like Legos were put together, big Legos for that stadium. It's the ugliest damn stadium you'll ever see.
I put a link to that video of the sewage pipe in the chat.
All right, hold on.
There was fans. I remember when they were moving to that. The fans. I was in the Air Force back then, and people were going to RFK and tearing up the soil to take home for souvenirs.
Really?
Yeah, it was madness, man. Nobody wanted to see RFK go.
All right, open link in new tab. All right, here we go.
Oh, sorry about that.
I'm not giving Amazon free advertising on my channel. Let's take you off for a second.
Here you go, man. I'll throw your tip out there.
All right, there we go. Oh my God, look at that. That's gross. Look at that. And it's getting all on. They're laughing about it.
That's funny.
Yeah, I wouldn't be laughing.
And I'll tell you what, another thing you ain't gonna do, get me back in that seat.
Oh, not on a Sean Taylor jersey. Oh, I hope not.
You're not getting me back on that seat neither.
You
better upgrade my seats.
All the biohazards that's in that. You got 40,000, 50, 60, 70,000 people's urine and fecal matter.
I hope they didn't get on that Sean Taylor jersey.
Man.
But what's the kicker name who missed the field goal in the Super Bowl for Buffalo?
Norwood.
Scott Norwood.
Yeah. He won me some money because I was in a football pool where you had to get the right score, where you box the numbers.
Oh, you were playing box.
Yeah, and my numbers hit. When he missed the field goal, it kept up. So I was like, yes.
I always back in the day, I always did. Trey Burton says lawsuit. Yeah, no doubt. I always did that for Super Bowls back in the day when I was a betting man. But they were always fun because they were the one thing that was like, all right, if the score ends in 6 and the score ends in 1 of each team, and yeah, that was always fun.
Yeah, those were fun.
Dan Marino's birthday was yesterday. I think I said that. I think I shout out Dan Marino. If not, happy belated birthday, Dan Marino.
Dan,
shout out to you, my friend.
You brought a lot of memories, great memories.
Hope.
Estefan says chocolate sundae.
Is that what that is? Okay.
More like
no.
More like
make me never want to have a chocolate sundae ever again.
But
hey man, I gotta hit the trail, guys. I'm gonna get my walk in. So I'll be listening in.
All right, brother.
I'll talk to you tomorrow from Miami.
All right, brother.
All right, man.
All right.
From Miami.
Getting back to the Bills for a moment. A lot of great games. A bitter rivalry.
It was.
I mean, like I said, when I first got down with football, you know, it was oh, we're going against the juice, and the kids in my neighborhood would rag
Can
on
you
me.
explain? Can you explain to people how big O.J. Simpson really? Like he
Oh man,
was.
O.J. Simpson was basically a linebacker that ran.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like popularity. Like
Oh
he
yeah,
was
the juice.
he
Oh man,
was the face of the NFL back in the early
trans
70s.
he basically, and I'm trying to put this all in the right perspective. He transcended a color line in his popularity. He
No
was
pun
no
intended.
longer just the kid from, I think he was somewhere close to Compton that lived in a project housing. He was able to cross over into parts of society that were unavailable basically to black people. That's how big he was. And for him to get that Hertz commercial, that just made him
Oh yeah, he did have the
explode.
Hertz commercial.
You know, I mean, running through the airport, avoiding all the delays. I mean, he basically, just like a song would cross over from R&B or rap to popular or top 40. That's how that transition was. And although the Bills didn't, they were more focused on getting him his stats than winning a lot of times. And that's why even when they made the playoffs, they weren't successful because their mindset was feed OJ the ball. I mean, when they played against the Steelers, it didn't matter about the score. They wanted to make sure he got his yards in the playoffs. Against the Dolphins, same thing. They could be down 14. They still running the ball rather than trying to pass the ball with Joe Ferguson. It's a fact. I can't even believe that I remember that quarterback's name, Joe Ferguson, who was a quarterback before Jim Kelly got there. But they would.
I mean,
they were more
that's
focused
like a lot of the young guys for us don't know that David Woodley was a quarterback in the Super Bowl for the Dolphins.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Big Dougie B, what's up, Big Dougie B?
Hey, how's everybody today?
Pretty good, man. How are you?
What's up, Douglas?
Doing great. Yeah, you just mentioned David Woodley in the Super Bowl. That was old Woodstock.
Yep.
That was Woodley and Don Strock.
Yep. Another name that people don't give enough respect to, Don Strock.
Don Strock, yes.
You know,
You mentioned Dan Marino's birthday, and I just wanted to come on and tell about my greatest Dan Marino memory, and that was 1995. I was stationed in San Diego in the Navy, and I had never seen the Dolphins play in person. I've only seen them on TV, and they were coming to San Diego that year to play. Now, the Dolphins hadn't won in San Diego since the early 70s, I think is what it was. And, you know, I didn't care. I got a ticket for my wife and for me and for my newborn child, who was my oldest child. And we went to the game, and it was a fantastic game. Now, San Diego is home for the largest naval base on the West Coast. And so you have a lot of Navy there that are Dolphin fans. So that stadium was rocking for the Dolphins that night. And, you know, Dan Marino and the Dolphins went out there, and not only did they win the game, they scored. They had a runner go, I think, run for over 100 yards, which you don't do against San Diego back then. And Dan Marino's uniform was whiter when he left the field than when it was when he came on the field. And the San Diego Union paper just roasted the Chargers the next day because of how bad they played, how Dan Marino never got touched, and Dan Marino just lit them up, and it was just a great memory. The Dolphins won, and you know, the first time I ever saw the Dolphins play live, and it was just fantastic.
That's an awesome little story, man. Like them going to first of all, they're always going to be the San Diego Chargers to me. Let's just throw that out there. Number two, that, you know, I'm a military brat. I'm a Navy brat. So I always got to give props to you know, thank you for your service. And then number three, that's really like I feel like even back then when the Dolphins went to San Diego, Dolphin fans took over the stadium every time. All day, every day.
It sure felt like it. We were on the Dolphins sideline, and we were in the front row, and it was a Thursday night ESPN game, and so they had the camera that would go back and forth on the sidelines had a TV on the back side of it, so you could actually see when they were blocking your view. I don't know if they still do that at games now or not, but it's been a long time since I've been to a game. But
Marty Woodley said, "My last name is Woodley. I need that jersey. Been searching for it. So if y'all got the plug for a David Woodley, y'all need to go do that." Big Drip ENT says, "TD Fins Talk will be live play-by-play for anyone who can't view Sunday's game. Buffalo versus Miami is blacked out. Listen live on TD Fins Talk. Great play-by-play. Pass it on." I endorse that message. I endorse that by Big Drip ENT. I endorse it very, very much.
Hey,
you can also go see Dougley Do Wrong too. He's good.
San Diego Chargers. They almost fall into that group of 5 as well, just because of that game with Woodley and Strock and Kellen Winslow, that playoff game where Uwe von Schaman missed not one. But
say his name one more time. Say
Uwe von Schaman.
I like that. I like that name.
Okay, missed not one but 2 game-winning field goals to cause the Dolphins to lose that game after coming back from a 24-7 deficit in the first quarter. Okay, a second quarter, excuse me. So Chargers have a close level of despisement as well, but you gotta also remember the Dolphins got a Hall of Famer from San Diego, and that was Larry Little.
Wow.
Yep. They
dropping names over here. Dropping over here.
Oh yeah, man. Larry Little, that's one of my favorite Dolphins right there.
Larry Little, wow. And he was not little.
Nope. Number 66, baby. Number 66. But you talk about the first games, like you said, Big Dougie B. I remember my first game watching the Dolphins, and my father took me to a preseason game. This is right after the Dolphins had the Dolphins had, well, not right after, but 76 was the first year that the Meadowlands was open. And the first game played was a preseason game between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Giants. So I went to that game, and it was so weird to see one of my heroes, Larry Zonka, in a blue uniform. So when you think about
Larry Zonka, wow.
Yep.
That real quick, that whole ordeal, him leaving for the WFL.
Oh,
right?
Man.
Was it the WFL?
Yes.
It was him.
Warfield and Jim Kick. Paul Warfield, Jim Kick, and Larry Zonka. All because of money. Because it was a lot. Don't get me wrong. It was a lot,
but
of
it wasn't like
then.
The Dolphins couldn't pay it back then.
There you go. But Joe Robbie carried nickels like they were sewer covers.
Hey, but bruh, I want to know. Do you think if they had stayed together, the Dolphins might have went to another Super Bowl and maybe won one?
No doubt, they would have won. They would have won probably 2 or 3 more in a row because they had more offensive power.
He left in 75, 74?
74.
It was beginning of the 74
season. Yeah. But it caused so much consternation on the team. That's the year they lost to the Raiders in the playoffs. That was
Zonka got the biggest contract of anybody to go on there.
Never jumped off the way they did if the Dolphins stick together.
No doubt. Never. Ennis, what's up, Ennis? Take yourself off mute.
Going on.
How are you, man?
I'm all right. I wanted to comment on how big OJ was. When I was a kid, OJ was the first black athlete with an endorsement. At 10 years old, I had an OJ football. And that's what turned me on to watching football. And I've been seeing Dan Marino that weekend play against Jets. I don't mean to bring up the Jets, but that's what brought me to football. My dad brought me that O.J. Simpson football, and like I said, the Hearst commercials. Seeing a black man on TV, that was big back then as a kid. So O.J. was like the first megastar that wasn't like it is now. You know how you have stars, but he was a megastar then, and I was a little kid. Like, wow, that's what turned me on to football. This man, I got his football. Now I'm seeing him jumping over luggage in a Hertz commercial.
Yep. That was
That's
the
wild.
biggie. That was big. That was big.
I couldn't become a Buffalo fan, but when I
Thank
seen
God
Dan
for
that
that.
day,
You wouldn't be up here today.
right? When I seen Dan airing it out on TV, I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do.
Hey, I'd like to ask a question. Anybody who's like in their late 40s, early 50s, or even in their 60s that's on here, put in the comments section whether or not you remember NFL electric football and if you had electric football teams, because that was basically like the fantasy football for us in the
Okay, well,
in that time.
for us young guys here, what the hell is that?
See,
I ain't never heard that a day in my life.
Okay,
Hey,
so
is it was it called Stratomatic or something like that?
it was
It's
even
like
before
Stratomatic.
It was before Stratomatic. It was like a
I remember that.
metal game. You plugged it in, and you had little plastic men that had a green
What is it
plastic
called?
base. Electric football, NFL electric football, and
they would, and when you turn it on, they would go down the field.
Yep.
Yeah, I
And
have one of those. He's
you
right.
had the little you could adjust the base to, like, if you wanted the blockers to turn to the left or turn to the right, and then your passer, you had a special person and you put a little cotton ball on top of the guy's
this it?
arm. It's similar. It's like that one. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like those 8 games that's in the block. Yep. NFL electric football. And that was like what you did during the week, because you didn't have ESPN and Fox and all these sports shows and YouTube. You got down like that to get your football fix on during the week.
Wow.
Okay, you played against other teams, and you would paint your players according to the team colors, and you.
I was in projects. I couldn't paint my
There was a little bottom. You would turn it so you could make the guy run faster, or run to the right, or run to the left, or block to the left, block to the right. That was a great little game, man. That kept you off the streets, but kept your mind on something positive where you wasn't wasting it on stupid TV as well. That was a great.
You'll rot your brain away if you sit in front of that television.
And that Coleco little handheld game, that was the bomb back in the 80s. I'm using an 80s word. That was the
Temco Bowl, right?
That was the bomb. It was Temco, and also that Coleco had one as well, handheld game.
That electric football game came with its own Austin Jackson character. It would be a little football player that went around in circles and didn't do a thing.
Big Dougie B with the line of the day.
That was a good one.
But I remember playing that, and that wasn't in the early 80s. That was in the 70s playing that electric football game.
Big Drip ENT said couldn't afford one. We chased rabbits. Get your butt outside and play. Oh man.
But yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there, man. People who
at least you had rabbits.
Who are our age,
at least
man.
You had rabbits.
Yeah, man. Well, in New York City, wasn't many rabbits, so you might have a, like where I grew up at, behind our tenement building was a junkyard. So if you didn't have a game like that to play, you went out in the junkyard and found and made something. You make a skateboard or make a scooter out of the junk that was in the junkyard.
Hey, is this it right here, dude?
That's basically it. I mean, they all had like that's it. That's the format of it, and that's it. You had to play and to see. You could actually on Tutor, this site now would be called a website, but you would send like $4.99 or $5.99.
He said this site, it would be called a website now. Like, I don't know what a web. Thank you for breaking that down for me, D-Dub.
you would get on the app.
There's this thing called the internet.
Yeah.
You plug it in.
Back then, it wasn't an internet. You had mail, and you would send your $5.99 money order to Tutor, and they would send you plastic men, and then you could either paint it, go get the paint, or spend $7.99 and get the players painted already.
So I don't know how many gamblers we have up here from back in the day, but being the compulsive gambler that I am, I've been in recovery now for gambling for a little over 4.5 years.
Congratulations, stay on the course.
But a lot of the old timers that I talk with that are gamblers said there used to be this phone line that you used to call, and it would give you all the scores, and you'd have to call it back.
976-1313. It was in New York. And you would call up like every 5-10 minutes to checking the scores.
Yep, that's what they were saying. They'd call every 5 minutes to check it, and it would give you a rundown of all the scores.
Yep.
That's like I when I heard that the first time, I'm like, damn, like it's so easy for me to just go onto this thing now.
Oh yeah,
and just check the scores. I never thought about 30 years ago. I'd have to call up a whole number and wait. And if I'm like just listening for one game, I might have to sit there for 20 minutes to hear scores I don't care about.
You wouldn't have to listen. You wouldn't have to wait 20 minutes, but you'd have to wait for the tape recorder to run through the scores of 14 or 15 other games before you got to the score that you wanted to hear. So
that's insane.
Just imagine you dropping a dime into the phone booth. You drop a dime in the phone. Yes, there was.
You're really taking a big. You going back to payphones where they cost a dime.
There were phone booths back then. Didn't have cell phones.
There's phone booths now. I've seen some phone booths now, which is crazy to me that they still exist.
So you drop your dime or your quarter in, and you dial the 976-1313, and you listen for about 1.5, 2 minutes. You hang up. You wait about 5-10 more minutes. Do it again. If you're out in the street, if you're at home, you just pick up the phone real quick and do it. But yeah,
man, I always thought that was crazy. And then I always go back to Will Ferrell and Anchorman. What ESPN, a 24-hour sports network? That'll never work.
Hey, I remember when cable was developed, basically. That's 73, 72, 73.
Somebody told me that Fox at one point was not considered network television, that it was a cable network. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that. And then I was learning you had a box. You had a box that would plug into the TV.
Yeah.
And that's how you got your cable back then.
I definitely had a box back in the 90s.
Just to take you to where I've come from, there were no remotes on a lot of TVs.
My wife's just a couple of years older than me, just a couple. And she said she grew up in Mississippi, and she said that when her parents wanted to change the channel, they'd call the kid, call her and her brother and sister, come here, come change the channel.
Yep.
It's in the living room.
Yeah. D-Dub, did you have the slide box cable?
First we had a brown box that you had to walk up to and change the channel on the box itself.
Yeah, you slide the knob across, back and forth.
Yep, between cable and regular TV. Yep.
What's up, D1?
What's up, Steven? What's up, everybody?
You know,
what's going on? We over here getting a history lesson from. I feel like what's the show back then? They used to like the old PBS show that used to take you back in time to go see the past. That's what D-Dub's doing right now.
Well, where in time is Carmen San Diego? That's where we going. Where in time? And to bring that, I was on that show. I was a contestant when I was 12.
Were you really?
Yes, I was. They came to my school.
On the internet somewhere? I need to see that.
Bro, I've been trying to find it for like 20 years, bro. For like 20 years.
All
I made
right,
it
so
to
check it out, y'all. We have homework to do. D1 was a contestant on Where in the World is Carmen San Diego as a kid.
Where in time? Where in time? Where in time is Carmen San Diego?
We need to help find footage of that.
Yeah. I lost in the second round where you had to put the things in chronological order, and I messed up the last two, and then the girl got just, replaced my mistake.
I always thought that was Nickelodeon who put that on.
Nah, it was PBS. I got to meet Lynn Thigpen, the girl, the commander or whatever. She been in hella movies.
She was awesome.
Yeah, she was awesome. I met her, host everybody, man. It was dope. It was a dope experience.
There's a really cool thing on Hulu. Y'all want to see a good documentary? It's about Nickelodeon and
Estefan, don't hate. You'll get to my age someday. Don't hate. Don't hate Estefan.
Estefan says your new name is OG D Dust. I love it. I love it. Big Daddy Kane. EMD. Oh man, they're getting on you, D Dub.
Hey, I remember a lot of different things that
Andrevia says this is Throwback Thursday for real.
Y'all take it for granted, but I remember, having to go to the newspaper stand to get stats on the games. You didn't have a computer to go get the stats. You had to look at the stat line from the paper.
All right, Andrevia said we might
I'm not as old.
Because Carmen
I'm not as old as D-Dog, but I remember back in the day. I've been a Dolphin fan since like 2001. And, at 16, 17, 18, it was hard as hell for me to watch games. So I used to just go on ESPN, go on computer, go to ESPN and watch the little lines for hours on end. Just watch the little lines of the Dolphins.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, like that was my way of following the Dolphins when I was younger.
I watched baseball games and football games like that.
Hey, the only time you got to see
Dwayne, what he's talking about is this thing called the internet.
I know.
There's a computer and you never.
Hey, I used to have to crank my old computer up like the Model T4. I used to have to crank it up like that.
He was watching games. He was watching stuff on a Commodore 64.
One of my favorite stand-ups is Kevin Hart, where he's like, "You can't be gangster rolling down a window. I'll be right back."
Hey, power windows was a big luxury back in 1971, man.
All right, in our newest model of our 1994 sedan, we have power windows. This is such a big feature. I'm sure that's how it was sold.
You was alive when the Jets were actually relevant.
Well, actually,
how was Joe Namath? Was Joe Namath cool?
Joe Namath was, for New York City Jet fans, he was their Dan Marino. He was their
I didn't understand the appeal.
Well, because he threw the ball, he threw a lot of long bombs, man. That was his thing. He threw a lot of long bombs.
D-Dub, how was Vince Lombardi? Can you bring us back to Vince Lombardi?
All right. I'm not that old. but I do.
Oh, Andrevia said.
I do recall.
Andrevia said, "Was Jesus a cool guy?"
You young whippersnappers, you wait till you get into your 40s.
Whippersnappers, see that right there tells you your age. Young whippersnappers,
you curmudgeons. You need to stop it. Behave.
I love it.
Bum humbug.
Babies. Go get a switch. Go get a switch.
Oh no, no,
man, I used
bro!
to hate to get the
I was
switch.
still hearing that when I was a kid.
Yeah, I was.
Yep, my dad would be like, "Go out and get a switch." And so
See,
as
I
a
just
kid,
said something
as
that
a-
transcends time. Go get
but
a switch.
as a kid, right? Like your first instinct in the beginning is, all right, well, let me go get the smallest one I can find.
Nope.
But what
We're
you
gonna
don't
whip your ass
realize
on
is that small switch gets air. It's got good aerodynamics. Okay, it goes through the wind really good. So I learned real quick to get the biggest thing I saw because it didn't hurt as much.
And Lakers all day dope. Watson's not coming this year, so we're
Oh
not
no,
even gonna have
please!
that.
Why even address it, D-Dub? Don't even address it. You just triggered PTSD. That's what you did.
For real, bro. That getting the switch is psychologically scarring, bro. Like it's like you're picking out something to whip your own ass with. Like
you know
Trey
PC
Burton, I
pipe.
wasn't that old.
You know
to use the
PC
term
pipe that's
job
under your
turkey.
house. PC pipe. I got whooped with that. I've been whooped with a wooden spoon. That
bro, the wooden spoon. No, yes, I remember.
Yes.
See, my mom was from Georgia, so it's either the spoon or find anything to hit you. I got beat with a broom. I've been beat with a extension cord. I've been beat with a.
Yep. my dad would be like, go get a belt. Go get a belt.
Yeah, my dad usually get the belt. My mom.
Why am I
my mom.
It's like picking out
your torture device.
I know. It's like I don't want this. My favorite line is. This is my favorite line. This is gonna hurt me more than it hurts you.
Mm-hmm.
Then you come around and get beat there.
If you ain't getting beat with no extension cord, you don't know about no hard knock life.
Exactly. We ain't been beat with a extension cord, a hanger, a broomstick.
Wire hanger.
Y'all talking child
wire hanger.
Bro, I've been beaten a lot.
My
Jeez.
butt,
I've been beaten
my
with
butt
so
still
much.
got whelps from when I was a child. I was a bad kid.
I wish I knew what child abuse was back then.
Exactly. I wish I knew DIFA's number or Child Protective Services number.
I always
damn.
laugh when I hear like kids. I'm gonna call Child Protective Services. We didn't have that when I was young. I'm just saying there was not. That was not there.
They even thought telling somebody you gotta ask. Well, you gotta know whooping. Yeah,
wait a minute.
That's what's wrong with these kids today. We don't whip their butts enough.
See,
that's what's wrong with them today.
D1.
My neighborhood.
I'm getting the Adrian Peterson jersey.
My neighborhood. Your neighbors saw you do something wrong. They whoop your butt, take you to your parents, and then they whoop your butt.
Mm-hmm.
Trey Burton said, or what about that metal part of the fly swatter? Woo!
What? I ain't never get beat that.
Yes.
The leather part of the fly. Wow. That's a
couldn't
good one.
afford fly swatters in the project. That's why we got the.
My wife always brings up.
I used to be Neo from the Matrix, dodging those thong sandals that my mom would throw at me.
Oh, facts. Yes, I've had the sandals thrown at
What's the
me.
line from House Party where the dad's like, he's like, I'm gonna whoop you till I get tired, and I just took a nap, so we gonna be here for a long time.
All day.
I just took a nap.
God,
oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what these kids.
This show just took a left turn.
So
that's what they need.
Now,
it really did.
Let's just bring this. Let's try to bring it back a little bit. So with the football aspect back then, the only time you got to really see highlights was during Monday Night Football. So
bring it back like them old school typewriters. And then let it go ding, and then you have to roll it back, and there was like,
in New York City,
and then it'd be like ding.
You couldn't get a lot of Dolphin games, so that was the way as a fan you got to see the Dolphins a lot of times in 70, 71, 72, 73. That's the only way that you were able to really see a large segment of highlights was on Monday Night Football. So
that was back when Monday Night Football actually had real announcers.
Oh, yeah, man. They actually had Keith Jackson.
Shots fired
with Howard.
Hey, look, hey, bro. Like, here's the thing. So, I obviously I love what I do, right? Like, I like announcing. Like, so for me, even as a kid, I've always enjoyed announcing. Like no matter who's, like I loved listening to Vin Scully of the Dodgers. I remember as a kid, even being in North Carolina, in the like midnight 1 a.m., I could turn on the radio and you could get Dodgers games. I don't know why you could, but you could. So at like midnight, I would hear Vin Scully on the radio. And so I always enjoyed the sports announcers. One of the big things for me that I always hated though was Monday Night Football over the past 10, 15 years. Now I love when Gruden was there. And I love Al Michaels and I like Chris Collinsworth. I enjoy Tony Romo. But I don't understand why like Monday Night Football could never get it together. But I'll tell you what.
I think my favorite guy that's underrated is Keith Jackson, bro. He did college. Keith Jackson. I don't know if y'all know him.
Yeah, Keith Jackson.
That was so 5 minutes ago.
Big Uglies.
D-Dub already brought that up. Anyways, as I was saying, yes. And what I was saying is this Manning thing that just happened, Eli and Peyton. Did y'all listen to that on Monday night?
Yes, I did. I thought it was great.
It was amazing, dude.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
That is the future of broadcasting. I promise you that's the future of broadcasting.
I'm sure the host of the regular broadcast did not like the fact that they were going up against Russell Wilson,
they beat their
Peyton
numbers.
Manning, and Eli Manning.
They beat their numbers.
Yeah.
Eli and Peyton had bigger viewership numbers on ESPN2 than Monday Night Football did on ESPN and ABC.
That's
crazy. Good thing I was watching Twitter as well because I saw the tweet come over that they were on. I was like, oh, let me just check this out.
And no disrespect to Steve Levy and
they don't bring the same
Brian Greasy and who's the other guy?
Yeah, but they just don't. They don't bring.
Yeah, Louis
Riddick. Don't bring the same nuance and.
Yeah, but ESPN's always been doing it. Tony Kornheiser was horrible on Monday Night Football.
I hated Tony Kornheiser. I hate him even in pardon the interruption. Like I'm over that.
The comedian who was trying to
Dennis Miller.
Dennis Miller. That was horrible.
He did 3 years on Monday Night Football, and that was bad.
That was bad.
They never seem to get it right. You
know who I hate as a commentator?
With Tirico and Gruden.
You know who I hate as a commentator? I hate Chris Collinsworth.
I love Chris Collinsworth, man.
I hate Chris Collinsworth doing games.
Well, look
I
here.
hate Chris. Him and Joe Buck. I can't stand Joe Buck.
Joe Buck, I don't like. I can appreciate him, but he does get annoying. But I do like Collinsworth. Collinsworth, Al Michaels, Tony Romo's great.
I'm not a fan of Romo. I'm sorry.
You don't like Romo?
I
like Romo.
I love Romo, man. He's great. Like for me, he's like he calls the play before it happens.
He predicts 30 plays, and when one happens, everybody lose their mind.
And he's right on about 80% of them.
Man, I say about 50-50, but nah.
Hey, Steven.
He breaks down the game better.
He breaks it down. Yeah, he breaks it down real well.
Somebody was looking for a Finkel jersey.
Yeah.
Check that private chat.
Nah, somebody was looking for a Woodley jersey.
Oh, you talking about Joy Taylor? I saw her with the Ray.
Yeah, I seen her with the.
You need to put that on screen right now, Steven.
I'm a married man. I will not do that.
Hey, bro, there ain't nothing wrong with window shopping. All right. So
wow, the market, bro.
Estefan, are you married?
Window shop,
bro.
Yeah, I was about to say, where's the 50 Cent song when you need it? Yes, there is.
Bro, you will not get in trouble. It's a nice jersey.
As long as you look, don't say nothing.
Trey Burton says, will there ever be a better halftime show than Chris Berman? Back.
Oh yeah, man. Chris Berman was dope, bro.
Raiders.
I hate the Raiders, but I love the way he said the Raiders, bro.
The Oakland Raiders.
How you say the Bills circle the wagon or some shit?
And they circle the wagon like the Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills.
Hey, Steven, you put Joy on the screen. If you donate, Delusional Patriots fan, I'll put Joy on the screen for you.
Hey, I'm going on mute for a second.
Patriots fans love Joy.
D-Dub used to three-way back in the day with 3 cans and tied with ropes to his friends.
What I tell y'all when TD was in here last
Hey,
time that
Chef Jew, if Chef Jew's listening, there's a couple of people that are in the having problems with the chat, and I don't really know how to fix it. So look, let's see here. This is Sway2387 on Twitter. Chef Jew, reach out to him. Sway2387 on Twitter. He's having problems in the chat.
you got to put Joy up on the
Delusional
screen.
Patriots fan donated $5. All right, I'll do it. God, y'all are so needy. Let's see here.
Told y'all last time when TD was in here that Match That Twerk wasn't going to uphold the bet. I told everybody.
Hit the like button. That was corny.
Like I knew, like
the saddest.
Because after the game, I was going back and forth with him because we hate each other. So he was trying to try to get personal information from me, try to call my brother and stuff like that. Sucker stuff.
Who wins all around? Well, for some of us, how did your team do week 1?
Fire, bro.
Smoking on that Josh Allen Sunday.
All right, are you guys happy? Are you guys happy now that I degrade? I feel bad.
You want to see females? If Delusional Pass fans wants to see females and Dolphin fans, why don't you go on Twitter and go to that Dolphin Chicks or whatever Twitter thing that's on that junk is called? What is it? Dolphin Darlings.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
While Rashad hold up one second.
It is. It's a Twitter account that just shows females in provocative dolphin clothing.
Oh wow!
It's just
hey Irving,
he's typing it in right now, bro.
I'm not nothing, Irving. I want no problems. Okay, none.
What's the name of it? I need it.
Dolphin Darlings
on Twitter.
Man, Irving, you sound like a snitch.
Irving with the $1 donation. I appreciate the donation.
You're gonna go tell.
Andrea says smoking on that Josh Allen pack this Sunday.
I'm gonna change my name to that. I got you. Once we done with it, we gonna. I'm still not. I'm still smoking that Mac Jones. I'm still not over that right now.
Hey man, I still am very happy we are 1-0 and the rest of the division is 0-1. I need y'all to take that in for a little bit longer because we're about to be 2-0
against 2 division opponents.
2-0.
2-0.
2-0. Gonna put some respect on our name. I might have to play the Breakfast Club's Birdman interview. Put some respect on our name. Respect.
Pick him up, name youngin.
RESPECK.
I don't know who y'all talking to. Oh, God. Rub your hands together while you're saying it.
You gotta put some respect on the Dolphins. Respect.
Does anybody know why Fox is carrying the game this weekend?
Yes. So CBS Fox have an agreement that Fox was upset because they were not getting the bigger, AFC got bigger games, right? Like bigger divisional games. I'm putting you on mute there. I'm sorry. Getting feedback. CBS was getting bigger viewership because they had the bigger games. Patrick Mahomes, AFC games, right? So what the agreement is that Fox would get up to 2 games a week of an AFC matchup and vice versa for the NFC. So they're allowed to take games. So Fox is going to carry AFC games this year. Some AFC games.
Yeah, they've got Fox doesn't have the doubleheader this week, and Tampa Bay game's on at 4. So I don't think there's going to be a Dolphin game here in Naples this weekend.
Well, from what I'm hearing is that it's blacked out here anyway, which is crazy. It's the Dolphins Bills and it's blacked out. So that means they didn't sell enough tickets. That's got to be the case, right? If it's blacked out locally.
That's what they usually.
That's usually the case. Yeah, by Thursday.
I can't.
feel like
I
that.
can see the first game not selling enough tickets, and we 1-0. I don't see that.
Well, I mean, look, I still think people are still hesitant to go into a big crowd. I get, but because of that same sentiment, the blackout rule should not be in effect.
Right. That makes
You
sense
know,
also. But college stadiums been packed shoulder to shoulder. Vegas is
yes,
shoulder to
Marty, I'm
shoulder.
going to play the solo Bills track tomorrow. So I'm going to be, so yeah, let me say that real quick. I got to get off here anyway. So tomorrow, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., I'm going to be live from Dirty Sportswear in Oakland Park. Okay. Anybody up here live near Oakland Park? I'm going to take that as a no. Yeah, so I'm going to be in Oakland Park. If you are going to be in near Oakland Park tomorrow, I want you to put it in the chat because I would love for you guys to come from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. I will have some giveaways for you. Some really cool stuff if y'all show up. So yeah, we're going to be live. It'll be me, Cameron. Solo's going to come out for a little bit. It's going to be good times. And then Sunday from 10 a.m. to noon, I will be doing a live pregame show from East 32 Dolphins Tailgate. Dolph Freaky's going to come. The Mad Hatter's going to come. Gorilla Luke's going to come. Hang out for a little bit. Solo D, Cameron, a few other people. It's going to be good times. It's going to be real good times. Tomorrow I'm going to have the Tail Greeter CEO on for a little bit to talk about Tail Greeter, which I'm excited about. And yeah, we're going to have a great show tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. So please check us out this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. And Monday, I'm also going to be live in Miami too, but I think I'm just going to be doing it from Solo's studios. I'll be doing it from Solo's studio.
I got a good question for you, Steven.
What's up?
If you were to dress up like a super fan, what would your getup be?
What would my getup be? So the one thing I've gotten is that there's two people that I've gotten over the years, although I don't think I look like them now. But I've gotten Farva from Super Troopers, and I've gotten Paul Blart, Mall Cop. Those are the two people I've been like, you look like Kevin James.
I could see that if he didn't have the beard.
That's what I say, right? And the beard ain't going nowhere. But I feel like that I would probably have to do something like that. I think I'd like to be Paul Blart or Super Troopers. They're both like police officer or mall cop, but I can't ride a Segway. I have no balance. So that's why I don't think I could do Paul Blart. I think if I had to do Paul Blart, I'd have to have a Segway. And I'm deaf out of one ear. I have no equilibrium. That would not be a good thing. That would definitely be viral in about 30 seconds of me falling on my butt. It would not be good.
I think you should get a big piece of wood with the Dolphins Nation flag and walk around like Hacksaw Jim Duggan and say, "Oh!"
That would be cool. I like that one. Now, I thought about being a super fan like that, dressing up, but it's a lot of work, man. Those guys, if you know what Gorilla Luke goes through every week to do that, and then, people like the Mad Hatter, Spartfin.
Yeah, man. He paints his face, right? Mad Hatter.
Mad Hatter paints his face.
Oh man, I can only imagine.
Finn Sticky every week goes through it's a lot. It's a lot for these guys to do, and ladies too. So yeah, it's insane what they go through. And but yeah, I'm gonna have them on the pregame show on Sunday, a lot of them. So it'll be good times.
Esteban, you can go as Tommy Chong, man.
Tommy Chong. Okay, I got you. I'll do it.
Word of mouth says gotta go shirtless with the pink.
I'll bring the Mary Jane.
All right, guys. I love y'all. Big Dougie B, Estefan, Rashad, D-Dub. I want y'all to hang out with me this weekend, man. So tomorrow and Sunday, man, I hope to see y'all.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we want to see some palm trees in the background or something, bro. Is that possible?
I don't know. I don't know about that. But I'll tell you what, if you follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Stephen D SKPL, say it one more time, at Stephen D SKPL. Yes, I will take a picture of some palm trees in the background of maybe a selfie. There'll be a palm tree.
Stephen.
All right, y'all be good, guys.
All right, bro.
Later. All right, so let me answer Andrevius. Where's the Oakland Park location? Okay, so here is where I will be tomorrow morning. Okay, let me throw this out there. Copy. It's in the chat. Okay, so 8 a.m., 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, Dirty Sportswear. 1018 Northeast 44th Court, Oakland Park, Florida, 3333334. I think I said more than one, 4 threes, but still, you get what I'm saying. So make sure you guys come out and hang out with us tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. We will be live in air conditioning. We'll be good. Okay? So you won't even have to be out in the heat. So yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. So come on tomorrow. Let's have a good time. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow. All right? Y'all be good. I want to see y'all tomorrow. Follow me on social media at Stephen D SKPL. I'm going to be doing stuff all day when I get to the airport later on this evening and flying in, and all weekend you'll see stuff on my social media. So please follow me, Instagram and Twitter. I'm going to have a lot of fun. Y'all can live vicariously through me this weekend. And yeah, let's do it together, guys. I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.